What's going on, everybody? This is Adam Song with Song Blade Company and Wranglers Volley to Do. Today's topic is going to be a little bit different on this video than I usually make. Usually you see my sparring clips online, my weapons videos from my shop, service announcements and all that good stuff. Today I'm actually going to talk about the economy a little bit of the United States and really the entire world, about a very, very simple subject, but is very, very vital to, I want to say, get the economy back to where it was when I was a kid, like in the 90s. The topic is about money velocity. Okay? If you're not familiar with the term, basically money velocity is just about how far $1 can go. If you want to think about one unit of currency, you can also be talking about the yen or the peso or the pound or whatever. Okay, I'm gonna give you an example, very easy example of the way this idea was explained to me. I like to drink red wine, and I work essentially 2 full-time jobs in addition to training my mixed martial arts fighters. So at the end of the week, even though I'm a single dad, paying child support and all that good stuff, and living alone and paying all my bills by myself, I still have a little bit of extra money. Now, at the end of the day, I could hold on to that money, or I could go out and enjoy myself a little bit. Say I go out to my favorite restaurant, Kabuki Japanese Steakhouse. Okay, I order a meal, have a couple glasses of wine, have a nice time, leave the waitress a nice tip, and go home. Okay, the money that came out of my pocket went to the waitress, went toward the establishment. So maybe the waitress went and put gas in her car on the way home. Okay, the gas station attendant or the owner of the gas station took her money, the same money that was in my pocket originally, went and bought more supplies for the gas station. The supplier of the whatever they bought, gas or beverages or drinks, whatever, for the gas station, they are going to make money because they got paid by the gas station people, and maybe they have to manufacture more. So essentially my dollar touched 4 or 5 different hands. And so everybody made money because I chose to spend some. Now, say I'm cheap and I'm really, or thrifty is the PC term, I think. I have a few extra bucks at the end of the week, and sure, I'm all about saving and investing. I do a little bit of that too. I like to invest in precious metals and put a little bit away for, my 2-year-old's college fund. But at the same time, what is life without having a little bit of fun and spending? But let's just say, okay, I've got a few extra bucks and I don't want to spend it. I'm gonna hold on to it. I don't give that money away to anybody. I just hold on to it like it's, my last breath. The waitress didn't see any money. The gas station didn't see any money. The gas station supplier didn't see any money. Nobody made any money because everyone's afraid to spend their money. Now, when I was in high school, I remember I had a job when I turned 15, and because of that, I was able to make some extra money, and because I was still living with my parents, of course, I was just a student, I could go out and buy a hat if I wanted to buy a hat. If I wanted to go play video games, I could go buy a couple of new Super Nintendo or Sega Genesis games or whatever. But I would actually go out and spend my money, and in doing so, everybody makes money. Now, and if I were that kid who was a miser like Scrooge McDuck or something like that, and I just wanted to hold on to my money all the time and didn't do anything with it or stuffed it under my mattress, nobody would make any money. And that is essentially what the problem is right now, I believe, in the United States. There's a lot other experts that talk about it. In fact, I'll put a link right here of a guy who more eloquently explains it, and a guy who's a lot more intelligent than I am and probably a lot richer than I am as well. But I know what the naysayers are going to say. A lot of people are going to say, not everyone makes as much money as you do. I am a blue-collar guy. I didn't go to college. I studied a little bit, after high school, here and there, extracurricular studies and whatnot. And I'm constantly furthering my education and my martial arts career, but not at a university or anything like that. I never had a bachelor's or master's degree or anything. I'm just a blue-collar guy working hard for my family, working hard for me, working hard for my daughter, and possibly taking care of my parents when they retire. I do that because I am responsible, because I guess I'm old school, but no one wants to work hard these days. Everyone just wants to work a 40-hour-a-week job and expect to get paid $20 an hour, which really still isn't that much, and be able to, go out and do whatever they want. It's not going to happen. I mean, because of all of the government handouts, bailouts, welfare, food stamps, things like that. I'm not trying to offend anyone. Please don't take any offense. I know there are people with extenuating circumstances that actually do need those type of benefits, and there are other people who are just like, I don't feel like going to work. Give me 6 months of unemployment, please. So I have no respect for people like that. Everything that I have in my life, I've obtained through hard work, including my shop, including my gym, including the home that I own full out, including my truck that I paid for in full, through hard work, sweat, blood, and tears. That's it. I mean, there's no substitution for hard work. So if you're one of those people that doesn't have the things that you want in life, it's probably because you don't have a good work ethic. If I had to, like, say the price of everything magically jumped 25% overnight, if I had to, I would sacrifice sleep so I could provide for my 2-year-old, so I could maintain my lifestyle. If I wasn't fortunate enough to have a good job like I have now, and my business, like, let's say knives were made illegal in the United States, and if I all of a sudden, I don't know, felt like I didn't want to teach mixed martial arts anymore and I had no form of employment, I'm the kind of guy that would be knocking on people's doors in my neighborhood saying, hey, do you need your lawn cut or your car washed? For a person who really wants to make money, they can always make money. For a person who wants to make excuses, they will always make excuses. So that's the moral of the story. If everyone works hard and everybody, doesn't wait for a handout, and everybody, stops holding on to their money for their dear lives and is able to spend more money, then everyone in the long run will make more money, and the United States will become the superpower it was back in the 80s, 90s, and really the first part of the 2000s. Otherwise, we are going to slip further and further into the depression that we are in now, and it's really, really sad. I mean, really why I made this video is a guy came up to my shop, when was it, last weekend, and he said, oh wow, this is a really cool knife, oh wow, it's only 20 bucks, I've seen knives like this, they're worth 40, 50 bucks. Okay, I've got 20 bucks, but I don't know what's gonna happen this week, so I'll come back in a few weeks, and maybe if I have $20 in, I'll buy it then. And cut that out. I mean, if you like something, you see something, buy it, because then I will go and I will buy more, and then my supplier will go and buy more, and then everybody makes money. And the same for however he makes his income. Say he's a I don't know, he works construction. If a contractor needs to hire him and isn't afraid to spend money on good service, then he should do so. He should work hard and look for other people to work hard, and that's really the moral of the story. Money velocity is very, very important. Spending money and contributing to the U.S. economy, the failing U.S. economy, is very, very important if we're going to rise up out of our depression right now. But really the most important thing is hard work and good work ethic. I'm sounding like an old man, I'm sounding like my dad or my grandfather when I said kids just don't work hard these days, but it's true. It's kind of sad to me that a lot of today's youth aren't very hardworking, and they're obese, and we have all these wonderful nutrition facts and facts about exercise and motivation, and we have more knowledge like the internet and computers, and instead of taking advantage and becoming as smart, as strong, as healthy as you can be, we got a bunch of an epidemic really of kids that are just masters are doing this. You know what I'm talking about. So it's really sad. I take my daughter to the park sometimes and we play, get a little extra exercise, and I look at the basketball courts where I used to play basketball during high school every day after school, you know, for like 2 hours. And I remember we used to play pickup games and have to wait 30 minutes before we got a chance to, you know, get to the hoop. And the courts are empty. And that's kind of a very, very good example of, you know, the poor work ethic that, you know, today's youth suffers. So that's just my take on it. Leave your comments below if you like. Like I said, I'm not claiming to be an expert, but that's really my take on things. I believe if everyone worked hard and everyone spent money and everyone paid for what something is worth, instead of trying to say, oh, well, let's see if I can get this guy down to $2 when he paid $5 for it, then I think the United States, everyone would have more money, be able to enjoy a better lifestyle, and take care of their family. So, I guess I will see you guys later, and peace. Let me know what you think.